Hi YouTubers, this is my first time trying my new camera. I don't know if I mentioned before that I got this camera, a Fuji 16 megapixel camera at a pawn shop here in town for 25 bucks this weekend. So I didn't have a card for it, a memory card, and it didn't come with one, so I ordered one from Amazon. It came today. I still don't have a power cable. But that's on order too. So, but luckily it seems to be fully charged, so I'm going to go ahead and use it, and until it's dead, and then I'll use it again once I get the power cable. Anyway, Vlogtober day 15 and 16 respectively. Yesterday I was once again thoroughly exhausted. I do not know why I get this way. I've had more sleep than usual, but anyway. I went to bed very early and frankly was too tired to think about even what my thoughts about pumpkin latte. But that's easy, I've never had one. Today is what is your favorite beverage? Warm beverage. I guess I should probably say coffee because I drink a whole 12-cup pot every day. So I'm going to guess it's coffee. I have to have decaf because of my stomach surgery that I've had. But I'm going to say coffee's got to be it. I do flavor it now and again. I drink it with real heavy cream. I mean, it's almost caramel colored. I probably put 20% cream and 80% coffee, the old 20-80 rule. And I use sweetener in it too. So I like it creamy and rich and sweet. Not overly sweet. I mean, I don't like it real sweet, but I put a couple drops of stevia. 8 drops is a teaspoon of the kind that I have, and I put like 3 or 4 drops in, so I like to take that off, and then I put some saccharin in. And oh, the collective gasps, I use saccharin. Yeah, my grandmother used saccharin her whole life too, till she died at 94. So I'm going to meet my maker sooner or later anyway, whether it's saccharin that kills me or a truck, I don't really care. Anyway, today I wanted to get that out of the way because I've on my mind all day has been 5 years ago today is when I had my stroke, and I don't talk about it a whole lot. All day long, almost everything I do, it affects me, but I don't discuss it, or I don't talk about it, or I don't bring it up. Once in a while I say I wish I had my old brain back, and as you can see, physically I'm real good. When it first happened, I was aphasic. That came back. I had difficulty swallowing and coughing for a while. I don't remember all the details about it, about the swallowing part. I know that I saw an occupational therapist, I think it was, to help me with that at first, but a lot of the memories of those early weeks or months are not real clear. The big thing that is clear is for 2 months or so afterward, I had a constant ice cream headache, which is nerve pain, and vertigo continuously. Mostly I spent those days, those couple of months, sitting in my reclining chair. When I walked, I just banged into walls, and you know, I use a walker when my spinal arthritis is bad, but then it was absolutely necessary, and even then I was running into walls. And as it turned out, it's a very long story which I won't get into now, but as it turned out, when they did the spinal tap the day I had the stroke, it didn't seal properly, so I had a spinal fluid leak all that time. And that is also how that was found, diagnosed, and repaired, is also a story for another time, because that was miraculous, and there's no other word for it. But anyway, what is left now, and what is left still, is thinking. I mean, I used to be a math whiz where I could just run numbers. I did accounting. I used to have real organizational and prioritizing your thoughts, because your brain prioritizes continuously. You're not even aware of it, but it does, and organizes all the input that's coming in, and that's affected. Now it doesn't do that as efficiently. If more than a couple things seem to be going on, it just seems to shut down, and I kind of stop. So or I get frustrated, and just because I can't, there's too much input, I just can't seem to manage anymore. Those close to me, my family and friends, say that my personality has changed, and I have to take their word for it. I know I get frustrated a lot more easily. I get angry a lot more easily, and it's something I'm always fighting against, but it seems to be not it's pretty futile to fight against it, because it's not like a matter of will, like I can say, well, I'm not going to get angry today. It just happens without a thought. So, you know, things like that have changed me. I know that I'm a different person than I was before. I had a thriving business of my own from a line of gourmet parrot food that I created and sold, and it was a wonderful business, and I had to give that up because I could no longer manage the multitasking that's required. I don't multitask anymore. I used to read a book while I was watching TV and, you know, doing bunka at the same time. I can't do that anymore. In fact, I can't even do bunka anymore. So, you know, it has affected my life in that way, and instantaneously my memory got worse. And I know as people age or go through menopause or all of those things, their memory gets worse. Mine got worse instantaneously. I am a lot better though now at thinking of words. For the first couple of years at least, words just didn't come to me, or the wrong word came to me and I used the wrong word. But that is much better now. I haven't used a wrong word in probably a year or more. Words coming to me, you know, is better than it was. And that could, you know, a lot of people say, well, I get that way too, and maybe they do, and it's an awful feeling to have, but it happened overnight for me, and it was a little, I didn't like grow into it, so that was a little hard to handle, but of course 5 years later I'm used to it now. So today I've just had that on my mind. I have it on my mind all day, every day, because my brain is not clicking. It's just not what it used to be, and I am always, always, always aware of that. Always. There's very little time that goes by that I'm not aware that I don't have my same old brain. And yes, as others have said, you're lucky you're not paralyzed, and yes, I understand that. And I get all that. I went through all that, and I dealt with all that, and I know just how blessed I am, because there's no such thing as luck in the life of a Christian. But anyway, so today's kind of a day that every year hits me a little bit hard, and so I just thought I'd share that little bit with you. And you know, when you can, I guess if you had seen me before and see me now, you would see the big difference, and you wouldn't. It's one of those things that goes around Facebook all the time that I ignore. That's all about, you know, dealing with people who have hidden health issues that you can't see, like arthritis, or, you know, different things. And I say arthritis because I have that in my spine. I've had it for quite a while. But anyway, and you know, having patience with other people because you don't know what they're carrying, and that is kind of something that is near and dear to me, as far as having patience with people, because you don't know what they're going through or what they've been through or what they are dealing with on a daily basis, whether it's physical pain or mental pain, whether it is a mental illness, a psychological issue that they're going through, a huge amount of stress. You just never know when you're dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. You know, anybody from the UPS guy that delivered the card for my camera today, to the guy in the gas station, to the woman who you assume was rude when she bumped into you at a store, and didn't say excuse me. You just don't know what people have on their plate or what they're going through, and that's something that is especially now very, very clear to me, and something I'm always aware of when dealing with other people, every other person that I come in contact with. So I will stop there, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogtober Day 17. Tomorrow I am spending the day with my daughter, and I'm looking forward to it like crazy because we never get any time together anymore. You know, she's a single mom of a 4-year-old, and she, you know, working 2 jobs, and one of her jobs is an hour away, so it's pretty rare that we get to spend time together. So I'm looking forward to it. So God bless, have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogtober Day 17. Good night.